Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out on a rainy night. My name is June and part of the programming team here at TIFF. I just want to welcome you to the screening of Monterey. To begin, we would like to acknowledge that tonight's event is taking place on the treaty territory of Mississaugas of New Credit and the traditional territory of Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and the Huron-Wendat. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work in the community. This film is eligible for the Girls People's Choice Award, so vote for your favorite films at tiff.net/vote. We would like to thank Jour Tufet for providing us with this film. Debut feature filmmaker and a seasoned cinematographer, Phuttiphong Aroonpheng is here in Toronto for the first time to present his beautifully shot and conceptually mysterious film. He studied at the New York's Digital Film Academy and made several experimental shorts, including Ferris Wheel, which went to the Clermont-Ferrand International Short Film Festival. Monterey, which you're all here to see, actually won the Orizzonti Award for the best film at the Venice Film Festival. So I just want to congratulate the director. And please, without further ado, join me in welcoming the director of Monterey, Phuttiphong Aroonpheng.
Hi. Thank all of you for being here. It's raining outside, you know that. All right. Okay, I come with my producer, Mr. Max. When can you come on the stage? I'm shaking now. I can't tell you how excited I am now. All right. And
do you also have anything to say to the audience?
Just thank you everyone for coming. We really appreciate it and very happy to be here in Toronto.
Great. Yeah, we're actually really excited to have you guys here. If I know it's raining and late, but if you guys can stick around after the screening, we'll have a Q&A with the director. So please join us and ask lots of questions. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just to start the conversation with the audience, I have a couple of questions to ask you. This film touches upon many issues like identity, displacement, and it has an amazing visual style. I just wanted to ask you, how did you come up with the idea to make this film, for making this film?
Firstly, I would like to thank you, Giovanna, to picking my film to show here. Right? And also, let's give a big round of applause to my producer. And he couldn't have been done without him, right? Okay. I think it's back to like a couple years. No, not couple years. It's like 2009. I started this project. But before that, I worked on my video project and like a questioning about the identity of people, right? And I know this is a feature film. I have a kind of long-term development, and I try to focus on some more in the large scale. I can say that it's like a nationalism, far right. Yes, and in the beginning, I don't know. I just went to the location. I tried to find a location which is a border line between the country, and my country is next to Myanmar, and I just travel from the north into the south, right? And that is the project came up, yeah. And I got many stories from that border, and this is one of that story.
And also one other question, is the Thai language title of the film also Monterey, or do you have a different title? What's the Thai title? Is it Monterey?
Yeah. It's the same. It's
Why did you choose this? Pick up this title?
I personally love diving, and I think that my first dive in the Andaman Sea. The Andaman Sea is where the maritime, I don't know how to call it in English actually, is border by the sea, right? Between Thailand and Myanmar, and I met the kind of giant, huge creator, yeah, and in the Monterey, and like that is my first dive, and then that Monterey is just approaching me. It's like at the end of the movie, and then I was very scared of that creature, yeah. And the Monterey also has a kind of, he's a species of the plankton feeder, like a Monterey just swim around the Andaman Sea, right? No border.
Okay. Do you have any question for the director? I'd like to remind you to keep your question short and to speak loudly so that we can hear you. Thank you.
I've been asked.
So the question is the lights in the forest. The why?
I've been asked by this question a lot. I couldn't answer well actually. You know, when I say I searching for my location, I was in one small river. It's called Monterey River. That is also the borderline. It's very small river, and like a this deep. You can walk across. And that time I was there, just looking at the Myanmar side, and I just try to imagine where is the line in the river. It's kind of invisible line that I can create that, and then I would like to transform this kind of image in my mind into to the film language. Yes, that's all.
It's beautiful.
Thank
It's just
you.
like, stunning. Another question? Yes, please.
Hi, so Phuttiphong
Phuttiphong.
I feel I would like to say like it's nice to see like Thai film like outside of Thailand, which is like it's such a weird sensation. My question is, I just want to know what it's like to work with like you can see that there are so many Rohingya people like in the film, and like I just want to know like the process of like how do you like communicate or like I don't know get the work done between like do you have like translators or do you like what's the process like basically?
Okay.
Do I need to repeat the question? Yeah. So the question is about like in the film there are many Rohingya people, how we communicated with them, how we worked with them, did he needed a translation?
Visually, there is no Rohingya in my film.
Oh.
They are Thai.
Oh.
Yes,
okay.
but you know, when I start project, that I say I got the location, the borderline, right? And then after that, I know the end of the film had to be the kind of harmonizing of the Rohingya voice, and I want to get the real voice from the Rohingya, and the voice that you say the harmony at the end, that is composed by my composer, which is really beautiful for me. But those voice from the Rohingya, yes, people.
The music is also very special music. Can you tell us a little about how did you?
To be honest, I have to give this credit to my composer because I just send them the rough cut, only the image and the story, and I send to Paris. No, Starbuck, right? Yeah, Starbuck, and then yeah, I don't have any reference about the music at all, but I just believe in my composer. I just told them that I want the kind of low frequency sound, right, like a bassy, and kind of shaking my heart like that, and this music came out.
Other questions? Yes, please. So if I understood correctly, the mangrove, sort of like the where you found that that had a lot of bodies in it. Is that correct?
There was a news in 2015 that in Thailand, the south of Thailand, we found like 100 of dead body were buried in the ground. Yes, and this is kind of I just picked that a little bit of element to use that.
Yes, please.
First of all, talking about that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Just the diving when the fisherman is teaching Monterey how to dive. Was that part of the capturing of the manta rays, and what was the end goal there? Like, I know that they were trying to catch them, but are they prized in terms of catch? Like, what was going on there?
to talk about the meaning of, like, when the fisherman teaches Tongchai how to fish the Monterey. There was another, beside fishing, beside learning how to fish, is that the question? Sorry.
Well, that and what is like our matter is very, very precise. Like, why was that? I mean, I know that that was very sensitive. He keeps trying to catch them. He doesn't really ever do that. So why does he keep doing that?
So it's trying to keep catching those manta ray. Why is that? Is that, yeah, okay, yeah. So why is, like, trying to catch those species?
The first cut of the film, I end the film when the Tongchai is just out of the sea without the Mandarin at the back, right? And the connection, you say that when they're teaching diving, right? No, that scene, I want to. We haven't heard that his voice before. That the first time that he just humming, and I just want to feel like a bleeding, like from him. Yes.
Other questions? Yes, please.
I wanted to ask you if you're, I know there's a lot of censorship now in Thailand, and down
So the question is about censorship in Thailand. There is a lot of censorship problem, and if the film will be released in Thailand, and what is its next project?
Yeah, so far, I don't think I will have any problem with my film, but we'll see.
Other questions? Yeah. And why did you decide, why Tongchai doesn't speak? Why?
The first, I haven't heard the Rohingya voice before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I writing the script.
Okay, yeah. And also the actress, she's a famous singer in Thailand, right? How did you cast her?
The first part of the film is only the fisherman telling the story himself. For the second part, it got to be the Sai Jai. And I feel I don't want Sai Jai to repeat that process again, just tell the voiceover on the film. I just, my idea is just try to find another way to express herself, and yes, maybe the song is good,
song,
and I try to find a singer, and yes,
Okay.
she good.
Do you have other questions? Yes, again?
I know that, like you said, when the lights in the forest, but also the man in the forest, like when you come to in Thailand, he's killing the refugees who are coming over. I'm sorry, I just didn't get
So
that.
the man,
Some voice.
the man in the forest, is he implying that he was there to kill the refugees coming in, or?
Yes, that's a good question, and yes, I think this is kind of magical of the cinema. I just put that man, and yeah, you feel that he might shot, right? He might shoot that Tongchai. Yes, right.
More questions? And what is your next? Do you have a next project? Are you?
I will think after this festival.
Yeah. I don't know if it was mentioned in the introduction, but this film won just recently the top award at the Venice Film Festival Orizzonti section, and then it's gonna go on a festival tour around the world. So I think you'll be busy in the next couple of months until the end of the year. Do you have other questions? Well, if you don't, I think it's quite late at night. And oh, sorry. Yeah, please.
Sorry for this question, but I didn't get the part. Was the fisherman's boss, was there another job that they had to bury bodies? That was their
Yeah. Okay. So the question was, the fisherman has another job, and his boss, what was that job? Burying bodies, and yeah, correct. So the fisherman was also involved in that. Okay. So more questions. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, was it intentional to make the boss a Muslim? And because he was the only one in it, and he was the one who was kind of making the decisions. So was that an intentional commentary on kind of the crisis within religious?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you again. I'm so sorry. It's like,
I was wondering if it was intentional for the boss to be Muslim.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If that was intentional.
Yeah. So if it was intentional for the boss to be Muslim, if he had,
Yeah, the
it was
city
an
that,
intentional decision.
yeah, the city that I shot the film, there's a kind of mixed culture, the religious too, between the Buddhist and Muslim. Yes, it's some like that, but not my intention that I could put the Muslim to be like a killer. No.
No, if you, yeah. Well, yeah, again. Why did he kill the boss?
That is maybe the kind of narrative mistake, right? Because the boss just hit him, and we can see the scar.
Okay.
Because he didn't want to work anymore, and so bury the dead body.
Other questions? Okay, so if no more questions,
Thank
then
you.
we can wrap it up here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.